One of the things about this grill that I was adamant about is that it was going to be made to just kind of have pieces right off the grill. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but kind of feel like it's about as good as it gets. In this episode, I'm going to share a marinade that I love making for beef and chicken fajitas. It is something I've been working on for a while. I've been fine-tuning and tweaking, and finally, I think I've gotten this recipe to the point where it's replicatable, and it's also something that adds to the tenderness of your proteins, as well as kicks that flavor profile up a notch. So, if that sounds interesting, consider sticking around, and in this episode, I'm burning fajitas. So to start building this fire, I picked up this B&B oak and hickory blend. It's a competition series charcoal. I began by lighting a chimney about halfway full of charcoal briquettes. And once that's going, I put down a bed of charcoal briquettes to start lighting up while the fire is getting going. So I'm gonna put just a few chimney, not too worried about the residual heat everywhere. I'm getting close to the fire. Right now I'm feeling a little ballsy. So there we go. Got ourselves a nice little base. Just gonna start to place it on top. Ooh, it's already getting toasty. So let's start grabbing it with this. Give myself a bit more protection. Essentially what I'm doing is kind of like the minion method, where I get a base of unlit charcoals out on my grill. I also use a few of the mini logs, and once my charcoal briquettes have white ash on top and they're pretty much lit up, I start to place them strategically onto the floor or onto the the base grill. And once they're in place, they kind of just work to light everything up. And since this grill is open, I've got plenty of air coming through there to make sure that my fire is, just running at an optimal rate. Next, I move on to cleaning my grills, and I'm really happy that I've got 5 grill racks, or grates, if you will. That way, it makes cleaning this thing just so much easier. If this was a solid grill or a solid grill grate, I feel like the weight of it would just be rather cumbersome to work with. So really am appreciative that I've got these individual little grates that I can flip over and clean, and just make sure to get any of the excess grease off of them. That way, the fire is not having to clean the grill up by itself. I love them snap, crackles, and pops.
It's like a candle.
Preferred grill spray. Pam, grilling. Works out pretty well. Yeah, manly shit, right? Works out pretty well for everything else, so. It's always funny though, whenever I see people cooking stuff on YouTube, they never use grill spray. I think Sam might be the only one that uses grill spray, but around here, sticks, so we use grill spray. Flare-ups might happen, just try and stay out of the way. Just want to give the grill a nice little coat. That way, it's ready to receive whatever it is we're ready to throw on there. Whoa! Pretty clean. Pretty clean. Not so cow. So I started off this cook with some deboned chicken leg quarters. Over at Aguilar's, these are our chicken fajitas natural. And an onion, which I should have been working on a little bit sooner. But chicken fajitas. Pretty much, it's a deboned leg quarter. We get these from Marley. We make a bunch of them for her. That way, we can add it into her kibbles as an incentive for her to eat.
better, work together every step of the way.
Oh, I like that song.
I've heard
That's some stick figure.
it. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Never know.
I know. Yo sé, yo sabe.
Inside.
Yo sé.
Comando.
Polish sausage. Next thing I want to add is our chicken fajitas. Delicious marinade. Additionally, on the grill, I decided to throw on some chicken fajitas for ourselves. Only these I marinated. That marinade is something that I've been working on for a while. It's an adaptation of Arnie Tex's marinade that he makes for his fajitas. And I mean, I don't remember offhand what it's got, so I'll just go ahead and read it off my list here. 1 tablespoon of OG seasoning, 1 tablespoon of WOW seasoning, 1 teaspoon of chili powder, and for the wet ingredients, drop the following into the same bowl. 1/2 cup of avocado oil, 1/4 cup of lemon juice, and 1/4 cup of Worcestershire sauce, and 1/2 an onion. Now we mix. When combined, use all that goodness to submerge the fajitas. So my cooking process for the chicken fajitas and the sausage is much like Arnie Tex's method, where you're just constantly flipping everything. And as I'm still getting used to cooking on this open flame, I am pretty active about making sure that I am flipping quite a bit. I might be over flipping my meat, but I just really want to make sure that I'm not scorching or burning any of the surfaces of my proteins or marlies. See if I didn't burn this chicken. All right, didn't stick. We're doing lovely. This one, turn that way. Some of this chicken's gonna get done pretty quick. I can already feel it. Now we move on to the beef fajitas. These are the beef arrachera fajitas from Aguilar's. Again, we get them with no kind of marinade, no seasoning on them because once I get them back over here, I like to do my own thing with them, apply my own magic, if you will. With these beef fajitas, we're using the same type of marinade that I used on the chicken fajitas, so nothing different to report here. Properly equipped. I want to rub this with the onion before I put it down. I moved over the grill, so these are 2 that are clean still.
How I know this now. Yeah.
Very dramatic. What I'm really looking for with the beef fajitas while they're cooking is looking for them to start to release some of their moisture. So as soon as I start seeing, the tops of my fajitas start to, release their moisture, I make sure that I flip it. And for as long as I see that moisture coming out, I'm continuing to flip. After maybe about 12, 15 minutes, I'll go ahead and hit them with my probe thermometer, and I'm observing my fajitas for an internal temperature of about 155 to 157. Once you pull them off the grill, they still are going to continue to cook for a few, so I don't really like to get into like 60s or even like mid 60s with my beef fajitas, just because I feel like at that point you're overcooking them. You run the risk of them getting chewy or not so tender. So, anywhere in that higher 50s range of internal temperatures, I think is your optimal temperature for pulling your fajitas. Cheers to us. May we live fruitfully in Valhalla. Skål. Sausage, looking beautiful. Not mad at that. But that's what we're working with. I mean, I don't think it gets much better. I don't know if you can see it, but can't really fake it. My takeaway, I will say that, I really enjoy learning the little intricacies of cooking with an open grill, right? Seeing everything cook, seeing the fire, alive and changing, every minute by minute, hearing the snap, the crackles and the pops, the smell that you get from an open grill. It's different. It's not something that I'm used to. Normally, I would be cooking like on a Weber or a Traeger or a gas grill. So this is much more authentic in its style and in its even in its taste. You don't really get this overwhelming sense of smoke flavor. And that's got to be attributed to, the grill itself being open and the fire itself being open. The flavor profile is just kind of smoke kissed as opposed to like overwhelming. So that's something that was a huge surprise. And I look forward to cooking more things on this grill and trying out new recipes, new marinades, new seasonings. And I know this is a video that's outside of what I normally do. I've been trying to make this video since January. In any event, I hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you made it to this point in the video, kudos for clicking. And if you have any kind of experience cooking on an open flame grill, or if you have a different favorite grill that you like to cook with, make sure you leave a comment in the parts below in the comment section of this video.